Identifying test objective. What is table of specification? Thank you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's vlog we will talk about distinguishing and constructing various paper and pencil tests, and the two subtopics are planning a test and construction of table of specification and types of paper and pencil tests. Let's go! Identifying test objectives. An objective test, if it is to be comprehensive, must cover the various levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Example, we want to construct a test on the topic subject-verb agreement in English for a grade 5 class. The following are the typical objectives. The students must be able to, first, knowledge. Identify the subject and the verb in a given sentence. Second, comprehension. Determine the appropriate form of a verb to be used given the subject of the sentence. Third, application. Write sentences observing rules on subject-verb agreement. Fourth, analysis. Break down a given sentence into its subject and verb. And the fifth is synthesis or evaluation. Formulate rules to be followed regarding subject-verb agreement. Second step is deciding on the type of test to be prepared. The test objectives guide the kind of test that will designed and constructed by the teacher. For instance, for the first 4 levels, we may want to construct a multiple choice type of test, while for application and judgment, we may opt to give an essay test. The third step is preparing a table of specification. A table of specification is a test map that guides the teacher in constructing a test. It ensures that there is a balance between items that test lower order thinking skills and those which test higher order thinking skills. The fourth step is constructing the draft of test items. The actual construction of the test items follows the table of specification. As a general rule, it is advised that the actual number of items to be constructed in the draft should be double the desired number of items. The subsequent tryout and item analysis will most likely eliminate many of the constructed items in the draft. Either they are too difficult, too easy, or non-discriminatory. The fifth step is item analysis and tryout. The test draft is tried out to a group of pupils. The purpose of this tryout is to determine the A. Item characteristics through items analysis, and letter B is characteristics in test itself, validity, reliability, and practicality. Part is what is table of specification? A table of specification is a tool used by teachers to design or a test or exam. The table of specification is an instrument that is consistent with the student concentrated approach. It provides a study and examination guide for students and provide a plan of action that is consistent with the institution's academic goals. So, how do we create a table of specification? Step 1. Determine the coverage of your exam. The first rule in making exams, and therefore in making a document called Table of Specification, is to make sure the coverage of your exam is something that you have satisfactorily taught in class. Step 2. Determine your testing objectives for each topic area. In this step, you will need to be familiar with Bloom's taxonomy of thinking skills. Bloom has identified the hierarchy of learning's objectives, from the lower thinking skills of knowledge and comprehension to the higher thinking skills of evaluation and synthesis. Step 3. Determine the duration of each content area. The next step in making the table of specification is to write down how long you spent teaching a particular topic. This is important because it will determine how many points you should devote for each topic. Step 4. Determine the test type of each objective. Now that you have created your table of specifications for your test by aligning your objectives to Bloom's taxonomy, it's time to determine the type of test that will accomplish your testing objectives. For example, knowledge questions can be accomplished easily through multiple choice questions or matching type exam. And step 5. Polish your terms of specification. After your initial draft of table of specification, it's time to polish it. Make sure that you have covered in your terms of specification the important topics that you wish to test. The number of items for your test should be sufficient for the time allotted for the test. Sample picture of table of specification. Types of paper and pencil test. Paper and pencil test instrument refer to a general group of assessment tools in which candidates read questions and respond in writing. This includes tests such as knowledge and ability tests and inventories such as personality and interest inventories. Example is multiple choice. With the multiple choice response format, a large number of different topic areas or tasks can be covered within the same test, and the questions are easy to score. However, because all potential answers must be chosen by some candidates, it is time-consuming to write good question. Second example is short answer. With the short answer response format, a large number of different topic areas or tasks can be covered within the same test, and these questions are easy to score. In addition, less time is required to write these questions compared to multiple choice ones. The last is essay. With an essay response format, only a few topic areas or tasks can be covered due to the amount of time it takes to answer questions. However, the content can be covered in greater detail. Essay questions require time to write, but they are very time consuming to score. Thank you.